We've all seen the boom of video on social media, and chances are I don't have to convince you that if you're an entrepreneur or a creator, that it's a really powerful tool that you should be including in your content strategy. But have you found that you're creating video content and you are just not seeing results? You're not reaching your goals. This is what the finale of the Back to Basics series is going to dive right on into. How to make sure you're creating video content that is actually going to drive results for your business. For the Back to Basics series, we've been going over all the best video strategies and really simplifying everything. And I'm so glad y'all have been just loving it. So make sure you go back and binge the past episodes about profile experience, content pillars, batching systems, the anatomy of a great video. We covered it all. But to really bring it on home, I want to be covering the 4 common things that I see that people are struggling with. And this is the reason why you might not be seeing results. So let's dive right on in. I was so abrupt with how I outlined this. The first thing that is holding you back from reaching your goals is your goals are trash. This is literally what I put in my outline. Do not come for the messenger. What I often find is that people think they should be having a certain goal to go viral, to get more followers. And creating just to create and creating with those goals that everyone else has in mind is going to make it really hard for you to actually achieve them. You have to be working towards the right goals. So I want to completely start from scratch on your goals with your video marketing strategy. This is the first thing I have my clients do inside the video content camp. We have a strategy self-assessment that I go with them through via video lesson. And then there's a workbook. And what we really dial into is like, why are you using video? What are you wanting to achieve, whether it's with the content you're creating or how you're actually creating the content? And most importantly, getting really hyper specific so you can see exactly what you're working towards. And what we really want to dial into is like, why do these goals truly matter? And why are you working towards them? Because what I often see is people getting trapped into the thought of, I just want to grow on social media. But what does growing really achieve for you? Does it get you more clients? Does it build a community? Does it get you more engagement? For the most part, no, growing doesn't lead to any of those results. So I really want you to think about, why are you creating video content? Because if we don't have a very specific goal, it is going to make everything else we've covered in this series, we're going to be lost when we're working through those things. And it's going to be really hard to be consistent, but also to know when you are reaching those goals. A lot of my clients come into the camp wanting to be more confident on video camera, to have more fun creating content, to be able to simplify how they're creating so they can take weekends and evenings and mornings off from social media. A lot of them want to make more money. They want to get clients. They want to sell products. They want to have successful launches and campaigns. And a lot of them also just want to build a community. They want to connect with people. They want to share their wisdom with people. And they want to just feel like they're having a conversation and using social media to be social. Some people want to specifically grow their email list. Some people want to book out their calendar. There's not a wrong goal, but as you can see, my clients are getting very specific on what they're actually working towards. So everything they're doing in my program is going to be done with intent. And they're going to be able to easily see when they've checked that goal off. Okay, the second reason why you're not reaching your goals with video is that you are stuck in the performance stage of how you're creating, and you're creating content that is meh, and you just don't even like your video content. And trust me, I get it. We are consuming and seeing so many different ways of creating video content. And when you see that it works for someone else that has hundreds of millions of followers and views, you think that that might work for you. Or you think that maybe I'm just not cut out for video, or maybe I don't have the personality for it. But really what you need to be dialing in on in your video strategy is showing up 100% as you. When people meet you in person, when they start working with you with your services or or whatever it is the person they're seeing on video, the person that they're actually going to connect with. And this is what I want you to reflect on and how you're currently showing up on video, because if the math ain't mathing, this could be why you're not reaching your goal. I promise you, when you create content that you actually like when you press publish, you're proud of that content, or you're proud of the concept or how you put it together, or the footage that you filmed, or you're excited to create, that is going to reflect on your strategy. You are going to connect with your people, and you are going to see better results simply by doing that. That is where a lot of my best pieces of content and content ideas have come from, is me thinking, what if I share my matcha routine? What if I share this video dump concept? Whatever it is, when I've been inspired and been excited to create, that always translates versus being like, I need to post about the latest Instagram trend. No, we're not doing that. That's not going to get me closer to my goal. And this also comes back to when we're consuming from within our own industry, we can see everyone else talking about certain things or showing it a certain way, but you want to go against that. You don't want to sound and look like everyone else in your industry. If you don't see someone creating video content a certain way, maybe that's your opportunity to lean into that. But this truly is a common reason why people aren't reaching their goals, is because they see the trends, they see exactly how everyone else is creating video content, and they're replicating that. They're performing when they're on camera because they feel like they need to look, sound, or act a certain way for their video content to perform well, or for their video content to reach the right people. But in fact, you want to do the complete opposite. And I will admit, it will take some practice and time and coaching, which is what I coach my clients on inside the camp, to really nail this down. But I guarantee you, once you're able to really release everything, it's going to make your video content actually drive results for you. Okay, the third reason why you are not seeing results with video is that you are not being consistently visible. Visibility is being seen. When you are seen in your video content, literally you, your thoughts, your ideas, you in your video content, that is how you are going to connect with people. That is how you are going to build trust. That's how you're going to build community. That's how you're going to warm up your warmest leads. Whatever your goal is, that is what's going to get you closer to it. And visibility simply means just showing up consistently. You in your video content, your thoughts, your ideas, your perspective, your expertise, and your offers and products. The more and more people see you showing up, that is going to allow them to get to know you and to go through that 3-part follower journey that we've already talked about in this Back to Basics series, whether they're choosing to follow you, whether they're just wanting to be a part of your community and engage deeper, or if they're ready to buy. Okay, so the last thing that is holding people back from seeing results with video is you are doing the absolute most. You are trying every strategy, everything that you see, every platform. You're posting too much content, more content than you need to. And you're also just consuming too much content. What I often see people do is they stretch themselves so thin. We obviously are busy entrepreneurs. Maybe you're a side hustler. Maybe you have a full-time job. Maybe you're a parent. Whatever it is, we're busy, right? So you have limited time to create video content. And I see people stretching their capacity and going outside of that versus looking at what is my capacity and using that to create your video content and to market your brand. And this leads to burnout. So people do the most, you post all the things, you're creating all this content, you're trying to be on every platform, and then you stop being consistent because you just can't sustain it long term. Or you're trying so many things, but you aren't actually giving them enough time to actually work. I often find people post video content for maybe less than 30 days and they think, well, it didn't work, so it's just not for me. But you really need to be in it for the long haul to start to see results from your strategy. I mean, I can even think back to when stories were kind of not so popular or when IGTV came to the scene. I was so eager to just test out those platforms, and I didn't just post on them for a few weeks. I was consistently showing up on those platforms and trying new things, but also trying the same things. That is how you build a strategy. And that's also just how you see what is not working. I know it goes against what you've been seeing on your Reels tab and with the 50 million 11 hacks and trending audios to try, but simple content converts. Simple ideas are valuable, and your video workflow can be simple. The best way to execute this is by focusing on the lowest hanging fruit in your video strategy right now. Focus on one platform or one surface at a time and nail that first before adding on anything else. Inside the video content camp, I have a scaling self-auditing tool. So essentially this tool you can refer back to as much as you need to, and this will help you see, are you ready to expand your content ecosystem and go to a new platform or increase your posting frequency? Or what are those pain points you actually need to be focusing on first before you're expanding your ecosystem? When you're focusing on that lowest hanging fruit, what are your strengths and how can you lean into what you're most excited for? What feels the most enjoyable for you and what feels the easiest for you to create? And then focus on what you can do consistently. And then you can add on from there. So I hope this episode, the finale of the Back to Basics series, really helped you see how you can see results with your video content, how to set better goals for your unique business, how to start creating content you actually like, and to be more confident with being authentically you in your videos, to focus on consistently being visible, and to stop doing the most and just start simplifying your video strategy. If you'd like to see more series like this, please let me know. Tag the Shine Online podcast and the visual episodes over on YouTube, over on Instagram. DM me. Let me know that you're enjoying this. I have a few series in mind for the future, so this might be a new thing. So thank you so much for the support for the Back to Basics series. Like I said, I have a few more episodes you can go on and binge, which I'll link in the show notes and I'll link right here on the screen for you. And I'll see you in the next podcast episode.